Well, the Miss America pageant is under new leadership, and that new leadership, including Greta Carlson.
Gretchen Carlson.
Gretchen Carlson, who was formerly Fox News and lost her job there or left Fox. I'm not sure.
She's at CNN now, I believe.
Yeah. So, anyway, they
That
came
was
out.
Megyn Kelly.
No, that was
Oh, she went to NBC.
NBC.
Gretchen went to.
Yeah.
You're right. Tom.
The point is that they've come out and they said that it is now a competition and not a pageant. Ron, what say you?
Been involved in the Miss Maryland Scholarship pageant since since it's been there, since the 70s. And watched them what they do. I think there's a lot of work that goes into pageantry. I think there's a lot of money into it. I think there's a lot of sponsors, and I think they're going to kill the goose that lays a golden egg. I think you'll find the demise of the pageant system, and I can't wait till Mr. Trump, President Trump, weighs in on it in a couple of days, because didn't he own the Miss Universe pageant, some other
like that.
pageants?
Yes, he did.
So I'm wondering if he's going to weigh in and call it. You can't do this. You gotta. You can't make these folks put all their clothes on. You have to let them do what they want to do. And I'm sure that there'll be a tweet about it. But I think it's a wrong thing to move. I think it's a bad move.
The specific statement that hit me, and this is a quote: "We will no longer judge our candidates on outward physical appearance."
Yeah, so this becomes in the if you win the Miss America pageant, you're getting scholarships is now what they're giving out. So this just becomes one really big scholarship competition for people who are trying to go to school, and a great example of someone coming out of Miss America and then, doing a lot with their life is, just who we were mentioning, Gretchen Carlson, obviously now a big TV personality, well respected on Fox and on CNN. And I am just really indifferent because I've never watched a pageant. I've never cared about a pageant. But I will say I do think that's a really interesting thing that, you could see less interest in the fact that there's not the swimsuit section. But I think that it may actually be the complete opposite. Now that Miss America has been involved in this huge controversy, they've come out, they've had their sort of Me Too coming to the light or something, there may be just some sort of interest where people want to check out, okay, what is going on now? And they see what it is, maybe they like it, maybe there's a lot of viewers, maybe it makes a lot of money, maybe it doesn't. I think it'll be an interesting experiment.
So my opinion is, and I'm on your side with regard to my interest in pageants, I watched them when I was a kid only because my mom and dad watched them from time to time. I can't tell you the last time I've watched a pageant. I just can't tell you.
Jim.
Other than I'm interested in the Miss Maryland pageant.
Yeah.
I think the Miss Maryland pageant is great. I've known several candidates or contestants in those, and I think I've found them all to be extraordinary young women.
And many of them went on to illustrious
you know what?
careers.
And they do. And a lot of the Miss America people, whether they won or not, have gone on to illustrious careers and to do great things in our community. But I would argue that they would have done that regardless of their inclusion in that
They didn't
pageant.
have a platform. They had a platform to show off here. They had a platform to be seen.
My point is this. If we're going to take physical appearance out of this, well, then let's just take it out. Let's put them in a dark room and we'll hear them talk, but we won't get to see them at all.
So now we just rip our jackets and ties off and say the heck with it. Don't look nice, don't dress up, clean up, get up, and groom up and all that kind of stuff.
That's not the point. Well, I mean, I'm judging based on their own statements that, quote, "We will no longer judge our candidates on outward physical appearance." How else can you read that?
That doesn't mean necessarily that they wouldn't judge them on their style. And this is totally me speculating, but if there's someone who, I know a fashion designer. I'm friends with a girl who's going to school for fashion design coming up, and look at whoever has the coolest combination of colors or whatever, or some sort of interesting outfit, that sort of thing, where it's them choosing what they want to wear, what they feel is most expressive of their personality or something. That could be something that's possibly taken into account, but not their physical, actual body, I think, is what
But
it's
why
more
not just
directed
rate
at.
the swimsuit competition lower? Rated, I mean, don't give it as high a point system.
Okay. Ron, I got a question for you. Bottom line, they want to do things that will empower women, which I am fully in agreement with. Does this do that? Does this change give more empowerment to the women that are part of the competition, that want to be part of the competition in the future, that watch the competitors and learn from them and gain from them?
Bottom line's going to be 50 states, 50 winners, 50 states down to one. You pick up no more people. So what's the gain?
Well, the question is, does this change empower the women that are part of this competition?
It doesn't empower the ones that's there now, but it will empower a new group of women that come in that don't want to wear swimsuits and spend all that time on physical fitness and tanning and makeup and all that type of thing. And you're going to have a group of people out there who's extremely intelligent that's going to, totally turn this whole thing around. It totally will turn it around.
But you're saying regardless of that, they'll lose ratings and they'll lose momentum because of that.
They'll have to rename it, rebrand it. I think they'll have to rebrand it. I think as a USA or Miss America pageant will have to be totally rebranded to pick up what they actually want to pick up.
All right. Tyler, last words.
Slightly more grown-up version of the spelling bee, I suppose, if that's the way he's putting it. I'll leave it at that. That could be their new branding.
All right. That's all we got to say about the Miss America pageant, but stay with us. We've got one more segment left. We'll be back with thumbs up and thumbs down. Stay with us.